How's it going, guys? Uber Jack here with another video for you today, and this one we've got some real big news, really big news coming from Uber. I'm sure most of you would have already heard about it. Maybe you're coming here just to see what exactly the dealio is, and as always, you know, I like to get onto these stories as soon as they drop because they're super relevant and they've affected me. They may affect you, they may affect someone you know, in a good way, today. We're not talking about anything too bad, although I have something I want to mention at the end of the video which this could be connected to. But yeah, so Uber are giving out big bonuses to drivers. Big bonuses. Well, some are getting a big bonus, some aren't getting a big bonus, and it's all dependent on how long you've been with Uber, how many trips you've done, basically. And what they've done then is they've staggered the payouts depending on how much work you've done. How many trips is specifically what it is. I'll show you guys what I've got here so you can reference off it, as opposed to me trying to remember the exact figures and the exact amounts and levels. So just take a quick look at this, guys. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. So it's reward eligibility and payment. So all Uber drivers and Uber Eats drivers as well are going to be getting some kind of reward based on how many trips that they've done. It says, as we move into an exciting new milestone as a company, we are recognizing select drivers and delivery partners with a reward to show our appreciation of their efforts. See below for more information about eligibility and the reward payout process. Am I eligible to receive an appreciation reward, and what will I get? If you are a driver or delivery partner with an active account, you are eligible for the following. £80 if you have completed a minimum of 2,500 rides stroke deliveries as of the 7th of April 2019 and taken at least one trip or delivery, I would imagine, between January the 1st and the 7th of April this year. And then I won't read out all of it, but then it goes £380 for 5,000 trips, £760 for 10,000 trips, and £7,590 for 20,000 trips. That's all I gotta say about that. Jesus. So I'll just get back to the video. Okay, and we're back. Yeah, so wow, Jesus, out of the blue. That is really out of the blue. Nobody really had a clue about it. You know, obviously I'm in a WhatsApp group with all the drivers here, and nobody knew this was coming. There was a lot of confusion at the beginning. People thought it was fake, but it's real. It's definitely real. And you know, just imagine waking up today. There's going to be drivers out there. I've seen screenshots from drivers in London. The thing is about here in Britain is Uber's only been here for a certain amount of time. So where I am here, I think it's about 2.5 years it's been here. You wouldn't be hitting the 20,000 trips in 2.5 years. Very unlikely. Jesus, you'd have to be working so hard. But I think I seen someone did it in 3.5 years. But regardless, you know, it doesn't matter how long it took you, or if you've done it, or whatever. It's just a good out of the blue bonus from Uber, and I'm sure will be greatly appreciated by many driver. Myself, I know you're all gonna probably want to know how much I'm getting. Well, I've only actually been doing Uber for coming up to a year now, and I've only managed to qualify for the first payment, which is a minimum of 2,500 trips. I'm around 3,000 trips, so quite a while away from the 5,000 trips, which would have given me an extra £220 on top of the 80. I would have had 300. So I'm not that cut up about you know, the size of the bonus, because given the time that I've been working, you know, I would never ever, it would have been impossible, I'll say, to have hit the 20,000. Even the 10,000 would have been ridiculous. The 5,000 maybe I could have, but you know, I'm not losing a great chunk of money for, you know, the difference. And plus, I'm not losing anything. Nobody's losing anything. It's a bonus. It's an out of the blue payment. You know, it's nice. And you know, Uber is under scrutiny. heavily all the time by everyone, and you know, a lot of the drivers were just sick of it. You know, we really are. So it's nice to have something to come back saying, you know, we're getting a bonus because we've done this many trips, you know, and maybe it will pull drivers over to Uber thinking, you know, what's going to happen in the future? Is it going to be another £7,000 payment, £7,500 payment next year? You know, who's to say there won't? You really can't tell. And you know, maybe it's just because they're feeling a bit guilty, perhaps in some way, about the 25%, because it is, you know, a steep amount when you really think about it. But I don't know. I'm not sure, because it would be far easier for them just to have dropped it down to 20%. They're going to be paying out a lot of money, like really a big amount of money. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if they're paying out close to, you know, $500 million maybe. You know, there's that many drivers, and many of them would have hit, especially in America, because I know this is happening worldwide. Someone correct me if I'm wrong, but you know, drivers in America who've been doing this for 4 or 5 years, they'll be hitting the, you know, the maximum bonus, no problem. It's just going to be a lot of money paid out. So yeah, you know, one thing we'll be able to say now is, okay, you might work for your local firm and you might be supporting them, and that's all great, and that's all good, but you know, you supporting them, or you supporting you know, yourself and your family. And because I'm saying that, the reason I'm saying that is because, you know, we're getting things like these bonuses given to us out of the blue. You know, okay, people are going to go, well, it's only 80 quid. Yeah, that's right, it is only 80 quid, but it's a correlation of things. It's not just that. It's just something else that you can add into the argument to say, well, I don't remember the last time, you know, 123 Cabs has given out anything to anyone. So you know, it is good in that aspect. There's another sort of side thought that they could be, it could be related to, and this is the whole employment issue, where it seems like all over the world now, they're being challenged for the employment status, which, you know, they're quite clear on that they're not going to be going ahead with. It will affect the bottom line, and it will affect drivers everywhere. And I haven't spoke to a single driver. I don't think there's any in the UK currently that actually do Uber that want to be employed. If anyone's watching this, it's a bloody miracle that someone is. And you want to be employed, please tell me why, and we can see both sides of the argument. But there really isn't. You know, how it started in the UK was, it was 2 guys. They don't even do any work actively on the app for Uber anymore. They're no longer interested in the app, so they won't even be affected by the ruling, if there is a ruling to say that all drivers must be employed under some bracket. But maybe this has got something to do with that. I don't know. It's really hard to tell. It's really early days. So all in all, though, it's a really good surprise, and shout out to any drivers that are getting a nice bonus that are watching this. Leave it in the comments. Let us know what you're getting, and you know, what you plan on spending it on, maybe. You know, again, probably most of you are only going to be getting the £80. I would imagine quite a lot of people would be getting the 5,000 trips one. I think, you know, a year and a half at my rate, a year probably at a higher sort of hours that I've done, you probably would have hit that. And that's nice. That would be really nice, just out of the blue. You know, that's going to turn you know, a bad week into a great week for you, basically. So yeah, so guys, let me know if you've had any bonuses. Let me know what you think about the bonuses. Do you think there's going to be more bonuses coming in the future? Is this like a precedent? I mean, you know, hopefully long live Uber. And what's going to happen in 10 years when there's drivers that have been on the app for the whole time, and they've hit 50,000 trips, or they've hit 20,000 or whatever? They're still going to be doing something similar in time, because, you know, the business model isn't going to change unless they're forced to change it, and that would be a shame. You know, I'm not backing up Uber and saying they should rinse us all for the money that they've got. No, I don't. I've got really good ideas about what they should do with the commission, and I'm going to speak about that soon. You know, the commission is too high. I'm not saying it isn't. But it's just something that I'd stick with still, even though the commission is high. It's still the most rewarding operator and platform to work off in the private hire industry, my opinion only. So guys, thank you very much for watching. I'll catch you on the next video. The next one should be, or the one after that, to do with the first year that I've had on Uber, and hopefully it's a good video. But apart from that, guys, thank you. Catch you on the next one.